you can also be the media. The best coverage I saw of October 27th in LA was not produced by the corporate media. It was produced by us. And it's great to hold events like this one and to film them and then put it online. There are also tons of movies and books, like Ann writes soon, I hope, that make for great events with discussion afterwards. But the best events you can do are either debates, because they bring more people into the room, or they are events where you plan serious actions. We're already a majority. We don't have to convince that last 15% of nuts in this country. If a fraction of those of us already with us were to act, this would all be over. We'd have a new country. Now, you can talk to a lot of people if you wear a shirt, as many in this room are wearing, if you wear an orange Impeach Bush and Cheney bracelet. If you've ordered one, you can order all these things off afterdowningstreet.org. If you're waiting for your bracelet, we've been swamped. We got 10,000 more today. They're going out tomorrow. I've got them with me. I can sell you or give you. But the most effective things we can do involve getting a few people together and taking serious nonviolent action. If you were to see a child drowning, you would jump in. There's no question. And our democracy is drowning. And it would take very little to save it. And you do not have to go to Washington. You start by visiting your congressmember's local office and demanding a commitment to vote no on any more money for the occupation and to vote no on tabling impeachment. And then you stand out front with posters that say honk to impeach. And then you sit in their office and read the Constitution loudly and sing and do not leave. And you have a few people do that. And when they're forced out or taken to jail, you have a few more the next day and the next day. And you make it impossible for that office to function for a week. You make sure the media knows why. You make sure that it is clear you are speaking for the majority of Americans. Going to jail is painless when it's a day or an hour. You pay your fine, you go to trial. Ann Wright has done it more times than anybody can count anymore. And very few people, or even one person, can impact national news by creatively disrupting events. We discussed what Desiree did to Condi, what Ray McGovern did, questioning Donald Rumsfeld. You know, Desiree and I are going to Italy next month to speak in Vicenza, where there are Italian families ready to face bulldozers, where our tax dollars are paying for a massive new military base to add to the 1,000 we already have in other people's countries. You won't hear about this except through the internet and good radio shows. There are other ways to get creative as well, some harder than others. On Monday, there are activists planning to perform a waterboarding on Capitol Hill on a volunteer. Just out of curiosity, raise your hand if you would submit to a waterboarding if it removed Bush and Cheney from office. Wow. Wow. Let me give you maybe even easier one. How many of you would do for Bush what Monica did for Bill if it removed Bush and Cheney from office? All right, add that to the list of torture. Let me give you a really easier one. How many of you would sit in your local Congress member's office and not leave? Yes, yes. Talk to each other. Organize that. There's enough people just raise their hands to keep it going for a month. If you go to Democrats.com/CDIC, Congressional District Impeachment Committee, Democrats.com/CDIC, you can get organized by congressional district. But I think you've got the tools to do it tonight in this room.